does it mean when a deceased family member's smell comes to you? Hello, and welcome to Titanium Taras Tarot, and today I'll be doing another insight, alright? All about, yet again, because we're an olfaction, Clairolfaction, okay, the smell of deceased loved ones. Now, it's pretty obvious, okay? Well, I'm saying pretty obvious as if everyone would know this, but when you get a smell of someone who's passed away, who you used to love, that is just a sign that they are checking up on you, that they are close by and they are making sure that you're alright and that you're fine and everything's okay. That's all it means. So it's just a way of reminding you that they are with you, they are thinking of you, and all that jazz. Now, I'm going to talk to you guys about, well, I'm going to mention a specific incident that happened to me. Okay, and this was more because my clairsentience is stronger than my clairolfaction, seeing as this is the newest one of the newest ones, right? But I have to say that when this happened, I think it was around last year or 2 years ago that this happened, this incident. And what actually occurred is that I was in my room and I was filming a video of the day, and I felt weird. I felt off. I felt like someone was staring at me. Someone was looking at me. It felt awkward. I didn't know what it was. I didn't get a smell. It was just weird and bizarre. And so I went. Well, actually, okay. In actuality, what it was, okay, because I'm trying to tie it in with olfaction, but my clair scent and my clair olfaction was not awakened yet at that point. So the main way that I um, thought that something was like something was something was happening that I didn't really know what it was. I don't know if you can hear my upstairs neighbor moving around, so maybe that might be like validation. I'm on the right path. So what basically happened was that I was feeling a little like I just needed to go to the kitchen and to get something. And as I was going, the light was on and I noticed this very this cloud type dust, cloud of dust, like shimmering dust in a doorway. And I'm like, that's weird. Is that a trick on the eyes? And then I go to the kitchen, I do my thing, I come back, still there. I'm like, and at this point, I feel a little weird. I'm like, what is that? And I go to my room, and go back out, and I'm like, I just don't know. It was bizarre. It felt like this was not supposed to be there. And I'm like, this is weird. So, and I didn't get any smell. Uh, and so what happened is once I went to my room, I contacted my light working friends or acquaintances, and I was like, listen, this is just what happened, and I don't know what it is. It was awkward. It was weird. I felt kind of like I wasn't supposed to be there, and something was off. And so I asked the ladies, and they were like, oh, they told me what it was, and I was like, oh, okay. And so it was like deceased family members that were there checking up on me. I'm like, oh, okay. And I'm guessing if my clairolfaction had been awakened at that point, I would, I would have smelt them. But there's also the fact that I was like a baby when these individuals like cross over, so I don't really like. I'm not sure if I would have remembered, but as I said, my clairolfaction was not awakened yet. Now, I'm going to give you another instance, and I didn't really get a smell, but in this case, either it was mainly clairsentience. So, yet again, alright, what happened was I was in a taxi with, this is like a service that I don't know if there's something similar elsewhere, but it's like a taxi cab. Well, I mean, Uber does this and it gets shared ride. So you go pick up other people along your way. And so that was pretty much something along those lines where I was in, right? So I was in the taxi and this lady came on and I'm like, I started feeling some weird stuff in my heart area, and I'm like, okay, I feel like I need to say something. And so I spoke to her and I asked her if someone deceased, she knew someone that was deceased that was close to her. She's like, yeah, my grandma. And after that, like the conversation kept rolling. But what I'm trying to say is that, and I didn't get the smell either because yet again, my clairolfaction was not awakened yet, or was not as precise. In either case, when you get a scent that's very pleasant or very um, not alluring, but pleasant, or something that you like, you have a memory of, and that you are like, huh, I remember this smell. I don't know where it's from, but I remember it, right? That's generally a sign that you have a passed over loved one that's nearby and that is just checking up on you, is all it is. Okay? So, next time you have a very familiar smell, very pleasant and familiar smell, what are you going to do to figure out who it is? Let me know.